Honestly, that was very doctor. I mean, bringing a prehistoric carnivore into the present era and running amok. Gotta admit, it was pretty funny. Eh, so what if it wasn't the best idea? It's like a wise yet madman said, screw logic. I'm doing what's fun. Um, Doc, no matter how you look or how your personality changes, you'll always be the right doctor. Don't you ever forget that.
Really? You really think I still have it in me?
Dear, it's okay. You don't have to be the old doctor for us. You just need to be a doctor you can be happy with. To listen to them. Just be the doctor you want to be. Doc. The doctor we want you to be really is the doctor you are not who you would have to pretend to be. Please, please don't be the doctor you want to be. We want you to be. Be the doctor that you want to become. And no matter what that person is like, know that you are never a failure in my eyes or in many others. Doc, doctor, you don't have to change who you are for us. Even if who you are isn't who you were, you're the doctor. You may not be the doctor that everyone wants, but you have to learn to be the doctor that you want. If anyone here is like me, then they would want you to be who you want to be. It's okay, doctor. Just breathe for a moment. Please don't worry about impressing us or being the doctor we want. Just be you. That's all we need to see. I promise. Doctor, there is no way you can be the old doctor. After everything you've done, you can't just simply become like you used to be. It ain't that easy. But who says you can't try to be a better doctor? Just keep trying, doctor, and I'll always support you. No matter, just not in self-destructive ways. No, doctor, be who you want to be. No one decides who you are or what you do. It's your life. You don't have to be sorry for being something you don't want. Doctor, if that's what you're afraid of, I have to tell you something. We don't want you to be the doctor. We want you what we want you to be happy. All we want is for you to be you. We don't care if you never go back to the way you were. Forget about us and start forgetting yourself. And if you have forgotten then to then learn a new way. Don't try to be the old doctor. Be the new doctor. Be you. Doctor, don't try to be something for the benefit of others. Just be you. If people or ponies don't like it, then that's too bad for them. You do what you need to do. Be who you need to be to live life. Sometimes mistakes will be made in the process, but that's what makes us human, alien, pony, whatever. We learn from those mistakes. We try to better ourselves from them. I may be rambling now. Just be who you want to be. No one else. No more tears. Raggedy Colt. Doctor, in the end, only you decide what kind of doctor you are.
But what if. What if I can't do it? What if I'm not who I want to be?
Don't listen to what those other ponies are saying. They may have given up on you, but there are many more of us who haven't. Because we know that you're more than the mistakes you've made in the past. Keep your head up, doctor. We are rooting for you. It's never too late. I believe in you. I believe in you, big guy. I believe in you. Don't cry, doctor. You have done things for us that no pony else could do. And that's who we like you to be. That's what we like. Your love for us. We all have imperfections, and we can't always please the ponies we want to, but you still manage to please us. We thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Doctor, I just want to say that even though things didn't work out with Vivian and that some idiots need to learn When to keep their mouths shut around a woman. Thank you. Thank you for trying so hard to help us. But you are the doctor. You've been brave and loyal and kind and wonderful. If I were to take all that and just throw it away because of some stupid mistake, then I would be the one who should be apologizing. You're not a failure, you're a hero. Thank you. You did nothing wrong, Doctor. You're still a mad traveler with a time machine. Nothing can change that. But you have to keep trying. If you don't think you're yourself, then who are you supposed to be? If you stop trying to be yourself now, you may never recover again. Hey, calm down. We want you to be a certain doctor, yes. But you know who we want? A doctor that tries to overcome his fears. Just tries and eventually fails. You can get through this. I think the doctor you were is still there. He's afraid to come back out. So if some of us want to help you feel brave, please, doctor, let us.
Why are you doing all this for me? After all the times I let you down.
Doctor, you don't know just how horrible it is to see you like this. I cannot do anything, not really. I am as a voice here, but I honestly do not see your situation as hopeless. And I know there are others who feel the same. And doctor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry so many deemed it necessary to point out your flaws in such a cruel way. I'm sorry, and I wish I could do something, anything. Doctor, I'm going to say something no one has ever said to you before. No, it's not thank you. It's I'm sorry. I'm sorry there are some times we can't understand. I'm sorry we can't be there for you nearly as often as you are for us. We love you and we are sorry.
No, don't say that. You all mean so much to me, even if I don't say it. You really, really do.
Doctor, try to calm down. We will listen, and you can try to listen to us. Let us help you. I'm sure we can help you figure out how to be the doctor again. Don't listen to those assholes. You can do it. You can still be the doctor. You just have to keep trying. Take the bad with the good. Come on. I bet if you just let out all a big old see, you'll feel a lot better. Doctor, we're here for you. We're going to find a way to get you through this somehow. You're getting better, slowly but surely. Never give up. The road to recovery may be long, but it is worth it.
One more time. I'll try. One more time.
Doctor, you remind me of my flowers. Well, you bloom bright and flourish in the summer. You begin to wilt and lose your beauty through the winter. You've been the doctor all along, just waiting to blossom again. Your winter is over, and it is time to enjoy spring. Don't stop trying to bloom, for you're a young bud who's trying hard to show your beauty to the world. Please let your flower bloom, dearest doctor.
Nod.
Oh, poor doctor, you forgot who you are. You're the doctor, a name synonymous with help. Just go somewhere and help where you can. That is the doctor we remember, the madman in his blue box. Don't stop now, doctor. Every successful pony knows that you need to fail before you can succeed. Try another adventure. And you usually get a new companion during an adventure and not before it, right?
We'll do it right this time.
Damn, and I thought I was talking a lot.
So what's the first step?
Well, if anything, you should probably start by apologizing to her. You know, her. Doctor, we love you. First step is to go out and maybe visit some pony you've really missed. To be honest, you need to see Dopey. Just go look at her and maybe you'll be able to have the guys you need to go say hi. I think that's supposed to be Guts.
That is not going to happen anytime soon.
First things first, let's find Jackie boy.
Yeah, good idea. Let's go find him so he can attempt to kill me again. Next suggestion.
Doctor, maybe it's best to look elsewhere for a companion. The raptor may have been a step in the right direction, but it's not a good idea. Think of a creature that is small enough to travel with you, can't speak, won't eat ponies, and can handle itself in a dangerous situation. How about you try a different companion, and this time try to stay with him or her a little bit longer. Maybe not a dinosaur.
Okay, look. Finding a companion isn't that easy. They don't just drop in. Well, okay, yes, sometimes they do, but if I want to find the right companion,
That's too bad about Vivian. Why not just have Anata be your companion? She's basically been one since you first stole her.
Nanta can't leave the TARDIS. She is the TARDIS. Or rather, she's her heart.
Look, the fact is, you should look for a pony as a companion. One that you don't have to take traveling and can stay with you. That in mind, maybe you could take an orphan or an urchin.
No orphans. Too clingy and flaky. Trust me, I know from experience.
Derp, derp. Best. Get a morality anchor for you when you're outside the TARDIS. You may be able to bring that to take Twy as your companion, though there are other ponies you might bring. I know you can do it, Doctor. Go out there and have an adventure. You should get a companion you enjoy being with, though. Like maybe Twilight. I'm sure she would love to go on adventures with you.
I'm sure she would love that, but she has a baby to care for now, and I can't risk her life like that. I can't.
So, who's gonna be the lucky one? Who's your new companion? Doctor, how's the process of picking a companion going exactly?
Obviously not well. This is hopeless.
Doctor, if you are looking for a companion, you don't have to look far. We can be your companion. I mean, you know we're just voices and words, but I'm pretty sure that you can rig up a way for us to be more interactive, and you don't have to worry about us getting hurt because we're just text plus. We have always been here since the beginning, and we're not going anywhere. So, Doctor, what say you give us a chance?
You? Of course. Why didn't I see it before? This whole time, it's always been all of you. I'm an idiot.
So, where to next? All of time and space, planets of the most amazing things. Some ponies have never seen, and others which some wish to forget. Some that exist in legend all have secrets of their own. So, where's first? First step is adventure. Next step, everywhere. Some place to discover more and be the same doctor you are, and always will be. Where should we go, Doctor?
I don't know. You tell me. You're my companions, after all.
And we thought having three was bad. Whatever happened to your plans to woo Octavia?
Octavia. Wow, that was a long time ago.
You should check on an old friend or two. Maybe the master to see how he is doing. Oh, I know. Let's go see Octavia. That sounds like a brilliant idea.
Oh, right. She was having tea with the master. No, thank you.
Doc, have you ever noticed that every single time you try to go to Canterlot Gardens, something horrible happens?
I only went to the gardens once and landed in the wrong universe. Happens a lot.
Did you ever find out why the TARDIS didn't want to go to Canterlot? I've been wanting to ask for a while, but the ask box has never been open for me.
No, and she still doesn't seem to want to go there. Yet another reason Octavia isn't an option anymore.
When was the last time you had sex?
I said I was giving that up. Okay, so I slipped up a little with Jack, but I mean, it's Jack. You can't blame me for trying.
No need to get uncomfortable, Doc. They'll just have fun.
I can have fun without it being sex, you know.
The original destination was a simple trip to Ponyville. Onwards?
The original destination? Oh, right, I was going to see about gaps and holes in my own universe. How could I forget? No, really, how could I forget something like that? Oh, right. I had that big, stupid distraction. Nothing good ever comes out of that universe. Ever.
Let's go to California. Oh, wait. I also have a question for you. Is Equestria the Ponyverse equivalent to Earth, or perhaps it's an isolated in its own system in ecology? You mentioned Saturn, which makes me believe it's the former.
Equus has many striking similarities to Earth, so it would be safe to assume it's an alternative Earth. Same place in the solar system, same planets, just different names. It begun and evolved much like Earth, except that the dominant species were equine, and magical energy was the driving force behind everything.
Hey, Doctor, why did you ignore the gaps and holes in the universe, given what they did to Amy and Rory and to you? I wouldn't have thought you'd just leave them alone. Those things are dangerous, and the things that they bring are dangerous. Already you've got the Master Jack patients and a fleet of Daleks that came through. How many more do you have to get stranded here before you go and do something about it?
You mean in this universe? Do you understand how dead scared of I am of the things going wrong in my universe? I don't even know where to start.
Aren't you curious about what has been turning realities into Swiss cheese and meshing them together?
Well, yeah, some, but, curiosity killed the cat and all.
So, on the more serious note of time distortions, could it be that another part of your past has come after you because you said that time distortions made you feel sick? Could there be a leak of anti-time in the pony multiverse? And if so, who's to say that Zagros isn't loose?
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. But no, that's not it. Time wrongness always makes me feel sick. It's a time sense, like a really bad smell, but with time. Like a used, timey gym sock or something.
Doctor, I assume you prefer to be called. What is it like the source of these bleeding times? It becomes quite disorienting to see different versions of one pony or another walking around. I've followed various lines on occasion, but never saw a point from which they originate.
I feel like I know the answer, but for the life of me, I can't give it. What am I supposed to do about it anyways?
Step 1, get off your cottage cheese arse and fix the damn disruption!
I can't exactly fix something if I don't know what's broken, idiot.
Can Sexy find where this temporal distortion is?
Of course she can. It's spread out all over the place, but she just pinpointed the strongest point of disruption.
Well, did I hear time streaming Ponyville is pretty messed up at the moment? Gotta be worth investigating, hasn't it?
Then that settles it, once and for all. Back to Ponyville we go.
Have you investigated near Sweet Apple Acres yet? All that farmland and all those orchards. Something might be hidden there, and it's been ridiculously easy to hide it, too.
Well, you're right about one thing. Something is definitely here.
I've heard Applejack has faced a truth as well. Maybe you could go to talk to her.
Wait, is that one of Twilight's friends?
Who the hell are you? Didn't you see the no trespassing sign?
Hold on, I'm a friend of Twilight's.
Oh yeah, some friend she is. She she locked herself up in the library and then sends her culty lackey to do everything for her now, is that it? Well, why don't you go tell her that unless she can magically bring Rainbow back from the dead, I ain't budging and I ain't no bonus friend. Go on, get. Hold on 1 second.
I'll just read. Okay. Well, while you're working on that, let's see. I'll read the important event recaps while you're working on that. It's time for important event recaps. It's been a long time since the Doctor had a thorough investigation of Ponyville, so long that even he's forgotten a good portion of the information he gathered. Forgotten or prevented from remembering. Now that's the question of the hour. So, before we continue our story, I will give you a quick rundown of the important facts about this particular issue. We were introduced to this altered time originally with Twilight, who revealed that Pinkie Pie had gone insane and murdered Rainbow Dash. Following the initial incident, she added how the elements of harmony crumbled away, be it by depression, going missing, or otherwise unfortunate occurrences, leaving her alone without the friend she used to love. Following this information, the Doctor began to investigate. These are some of the important facts he brought up. Be sure to look at the full post to get a full understanding of the situation. Something distracts him from his realizations, making him forget his original purpose for investigating. Hello, Hyde. Another issue. He knew Mommy Rarity, Little Miss Rarity, from another dimension, yet Twilight mentioned her in their universe. He goes to visit the Little Miss Rarity universe, only to encounter something very unsettling. Finally, he came to some sort of conclusion, but not a solution. Hopefully this has caught you up on all the events, as the story is quite massive and it's easy to get lost along the way. Happy reading, and let's see what else the Doctor can uncover this time around.
Okay. Twilight could use another friend. Go on, Doc. Try and talk some sense into that farm pony. Her name is Applejack. It would mean so much if to Twi if you could rekindle their friendship. You can do it. Ignore every logical thing that goes through your mind and follow her.
Fine, I'll try to get to the bottom of this, but only because you...
That was rough. Maybe Apple Bloom or another apple could help you. Well, why?
Huh?
Is Applejack's sister around? Because something tells me being around somebody who's a bit of an alcoholic can't be good for a child. Some of her behavior looks mighty familiar. Please don't make my sister any more mad than she is, please. Looks like AJ ain't gonna be much help. Maybe you should just poke around and try to avoid her. I don't think she's gonna be much help. Maybe you should probably leave before she gets a gun. Maybe I wasn't speaking clearly before. Get out. Does that remind you of anything, Doctor? A friend lost, angry to another for something that could not be helped? Sealing oneself in their own place? Drinking? I think I know who I'm talking about. Can you help AJ? Not after what she's seen. She is kind of like old you. She's sad and tries to not feel it by being angry and drinking. Good you changed. That means she can also change. I told you not to talk to strangers. Sorry, sis.
Deja vu.
You sure we're in the right universe? Well, that wasn't very pleasant. Are you sure this is the right Ponyville? Is this another universe? Is this the right universe?
This is the right universe, that's the problem. That didn't feel right at all. That Applejack didn't feel like she belonged here. Yet at the same time, she was anchored into the timeline.
Whoa, Doc. Are you okay? You seem startled.
I know I've felt that feeling before. Made my head feel like fractured glass. But where?
Can something appear to be fixed point in time without actually being one?
Wait a minute. That can't be possible.
Well, that's one down, five to go. Hopefully it won't be as emotional as the last visit.
No. This isn't right at all. This isn't supposed to be here. Not in this universe. Oh no. What could it be? Guess you'll have to wait and see in the next update.
Something is very wrong here.
You know, ignoring the goings on doesn't stop them from going on. If you can do, if you can, do you think you'll keep investigating? If you don't, I'll catch up with you eventually.
How did Mommy Rarity get here? It's like her, but at the same time it's not her. There are multiple realities seeping from her at once.
Hey, Doc, do you think it's possible that a form of magic is causing the holes in the universe? I mean, we know that magic can do a lot, but could it do all that?
There has to be a cause to this. Powerful magic or something worse. They were hidden right in plain sight, woven into the reality so well that I couldn't even sense them until I looked right at them.
Doctor, I think you should leave Twilight's friends alone for now. Well, there are only two left, and
How much has changed in this universe without my realizing? Little Miss Rarity's timeline bled through a little. Don't worry, permission was asked first.
you'll have to let me know when the page is up.
Yeah, it's not up yet.
Okay.
Maybe you can see if anyone in particular is behind all these things in Ponyville.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't think any one would be capable of something this massive.
Maybe you should visit Twilight.
All of this does seem to be surrounding her friends, but should I really put more on her shoulders than she's already had to deal with?
Doctor, whatever happened to the murders in Ponyville? It's been a while since you've heard anything from Twilight.
The murders are minuscule in comparison to everything else happening around here. By now, the murders are happening elsewhere. They aren't my problem. Plus, Twilight's taking care of a baby right now. Of course I'm not going to hear a lot from her.
Oh, that's a dude. Yeah, go ahead.
It's you! Wait, you're Twilight's brother. Shining armor? Doctor! Yes, he's going to be generic surfer.
Yeah, that's how he usually sounds.
Twily's always talking about you in her letters, and I know you care for her. Considering you kidnapped me from my wife out of nowhere to talk to her a while back. I try to talk with her as best I can, but I just can't reach her. I finally managed to get some time away from the war to come see her again. But nothing I say is changing her mind. Or if she won't listen to her brother, then maybe she'd be willing to listen to her lover. Oh, it's really not, Please, if you could just talk to her. The kingdom needs her again. She doesn't think she's worthy of being a princess anymore. But with her knowledge and wisdom, she could really be the one to turn this whole thing around. Just, please, try to see if you can convince her to reclaim her throne. That's all I ask.
Oh, why isn't Twilight a princess anymore? Did she chop off her wings?
Princess? It was a bit late in the blog. Shining Armor's referencing this with the kidnapping.
Wait, Doctor, did you not know that Twilight turned into a princess?
Wait a minute. I did know she was supposed to be a princess eventually, but somehow it slipped my mind. I didn't realize it already happened to her.
Well, Doctor, while you were off not carrying in your TARDIS, Twilight got wings, a castle, and was entitled to Princess of Friendship. Just so you know.
But she didn't make any implications at all. Just how much has time been altered?
I forgot that Twilight was a princess. Maybe not in your new universe, though. I think, did another Twilight universe bleed through and she became a princess at one point, or was she a princess before the whole bleeding universes happened?
No, this is the same universe. It's the same Twilight. I even attended her coronation a long time ago, before I even knew her. Back when I was still adventuring.
What's wrong, Doctor? You kind of look shaken up that Twilight is a princess now.
I should have remembered something like that, but it just went over my head this whole time. It didn't even occur to me. Why?
Good check on Twilight locking herself in the library doesn't sound good.
The Princess of Friendship? She must have given up her throne and her wings after losing her friends.
Doctor seems to be revolving around Twilight. Might be best to check on her and maybe get a new history lesson on how things have developed in this universe.
This universe's timeline has been so scrambled up that my head can barely even comprehend it. All these changes are tucked around the corner of my thoughts.
Oh, god damn it. More timelines bleeding through. Seems like you ought to go see Miss Sparkle and ask her about the war. Shining armor mentioned. I hope she's okay. Is it time to pay Twilight a quick visit? Every pony else in town is either dead or wants to kill you.
I have no choice. I need to see her again. I need answers.
Maybe you should take up the offer. It seems like the right thing to do.
I say help Twilight. From the looks of things, this war is not going great.
I'm sorry to bring this on you, Twilight.
How long has it been since you've seen Twilight?
You haven't seen Twilight in a while. I hope she's all right.
It shouldn't have been that long for her. Weeks, maybe, at most.
Getting to see Twilight would be smart. It'll help both of you out greatly. She has answers to your strength.
Me? Strength? What a joke.
Knock, knock on Twilight's door.
Feeling compassion again. Let's hope Twilight isn't too upset at you being gone this long.
She looks so happy.
Doctor, I missed you. I'm so glad you're okay. I was worried.
It's nice to see you too.
Well, ask Twilight if she's a princess then. Maybe she'll listen to you.
Doctor, ask Twilight why she left the throne. Why did she abandon her fellow ponies? And what happened to Ponyville?
I noticed
Doing?
the town isn't doing so well. Is everything all right? Are you safe? Just can't do it.
It sounds like Twilight still thinks highly of you, Doctor. Maybe you could help each other. Of course I'm safe. You promised to protect me.
I did promise that, didn't I? I'm so foolish.
Think of it this way, if you don't help her, who will?
That's right. Keeping her safe is more important right now. Still, with the state of things out there, why haven't you moved out of town yet?
It seems in this universe, that all of Twilight's friends' strange attitudes may have something to do with Twilight. Because I can't bring myself to abandon my friends, or what little I have left of them.
Are you really sure you want to make Twilight relive those memories? I know you need answers, but is it worth hurting her like that?
Applejack and Rarity are the only ones left. I can't leave them. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I did. And I almost messed up twice.
You know Twilight wants to help. Don't deprive her of her choice.
Verity might wake up from her coma after all, and I'm sure Applejack will need some time, but she'll come around. We're all hurting from Rainbow's just death, but I think it hit her the hardest.
Why do I have this overwhelming sense of guilt?
Doctor, please don't rush Twilight into getting involved in this war. Remember how you felt after you saw the truth? A lot of people criticized you for not going out and being a hero instead of helping you. Remember how good it felt when you were supported instead? Have her have her help only if she wants to. But otherwise just be there for her like we, your companions, are for you.
And then there's Fluttershy. She went missing. We don't know if she's alive or not. There's still a chance she'll come back too. I just can't give up on them. Not after they've shown me how wonderful friends could be. I can't.
I understand. I'm sorry.
Maybe talking to Twi isn't a bad thing. She could give you more insight on what's going on in the universe.
I need to be gentle. The last time I was here, Ponyville wasn't nearly such a mess. What's been going on?
Hey, Doctor, what do you think Shiny meant when he said there was a war going on?
It's not just Ponyville. Lots of small towns are suffering right now. Even the cities are starting to get hit. It's because of the shortage in crops. In the northern areas, it's especially bad. It's all because of this war.
I don't recall any war from your previous visits in Ponyville. Maybe it's a good idea to look into it while you're here.
I really have been out of touch. I never heard about a war until now.
No, you wouldn't have. Celestia made sure most civilians wouldn't be aware of it. There's been no official declaration of war. In fact, even I wasn't aware of it until I became a princess. Doc, do you mention the whole princess thing to Twilight? Maybe you should try to be careful. I'm sorry with all the events that led up to her giving it up. It's probably a really sensitive subject for her. Tread lightly.
Sid, how long ago was that? You being titled princess, I mean. And the war, what started it?
It began as threats from the Diamond Dog Emperor 2 years ago. The threats weren't taken seriously until 6 months later the crops in the north stopped growing. Diamond dogs aren't exactly known for tactical intelligence, but somehow they discovered they could use their resources and salt to sabotage Equestria's farmlands. It wasn't until about a year in that I became a princess and was made aware of it. Bring the question down gently to Twilight. You don't want to upset her any more than she already is.
And since then?
It seems the Diamond Dogs are demanding our gem-rich lands. Equestria is abundant in them, and they want all of it for themselves. I was informed that the northern borders were a war zone. Ponies were being captured, entire provinces blocked off to keep them safe. The princesses said I might be needed for negotiations and strategies. It was really overwhelming for me. When you go to talk to Twilight, you might want to be subtle. We don't want her thinking you're forcing into this.
So, then you gave up the throne because of the war? I feel cruel for asking her these things.
I was ready to take whatever responsibilities I needed. I was nervous, a little lost, but I could have handled anything as long as I had my friends by my side.
How long has it been since Twilight gave up the throne? How long have you been gone, Doc?
It was about 3 months after I was crowned when it happened. I was recovering from a recent adventure and everything seemed to be all right. But then that's when ponies started going missing in Ponyville. I had no idea what to make of it.
What did Twilight give up her wing? Wait, did Twilight give up her wings? Where are the other princesses?
My wings suddenly disappeared one day. I tried to gather my friends to make sure all of them were safe, and that's when we discovered that Pinky killed Rainbow. After everything fell apart, I just couldn't go back to the throne. I know my brother and the other princesses say the kingdom needs me, but it's supposed to be the princess of friendship. They were the reason I got so far. They were what gave me my strength and wisdom. Do you think she's gone too far to reclaim the throne? If she truly is the only hope, things could take a turn for the worse if she chose not to. If I couldn't even protect my dearest friends, what could I possibly care for an entire kingdom? Wait, what do you plan to do? Do you think you can talk sense to Twilight?
No, this isn't about talking sense to her. She's in pain, and she has every right to be.
Since time is jumbled, it must have taken a big toll on Princess Twilight. You might want to take it easy on her, considering she had to go through a lot without you there to help her.
It's all right. You do what you think is best. I'll support whatever choice you make, because I promised I could protect you. I need to go now. I'm going to look into this, all right? Something isn't right, and I'm going to find out what it is.
Doctor, please don't feel like you have to push yourself for my sake, okay?
Of course not. That's what I wanted to say to you.